We're going to do some technical analysis today on some coins. Now, I know I said that the bull market is over and I was all doom and gloom. Now, I'm not wrong about the macro picture, and I do think we are headed into a recession. However, I do still think that there still could be some room for some altcoins. Now, considering the Bitcoin dominance, and yeah, I may have sold my XRP a little earlier, but I'm still not wrong about the macro picture. Now, let's take a look at the Bitcoin dominance. Now, as you can see, if you go on the daily chart, we're in this range right here. We were in this range, okay? And it's just bouncing up, down, up, down, up, down. But now we see something interesting, and if you place a Fibonacci here, it rejected off this 0.382 right here. You can place it right here. It rejected off this 0.382, and now it's coming down. And if you look at it from a smaller perspective, we can see, we can go on the monthly, well, sorry, we'll go on the weekly, and I'll show you what it looks like. It's just this range right here, and every time we come down like this, every time we do these, alts go on a run, okay? And what I see right now for the Bitcoin dominance is I see something like this playing out. Okay, so that's how I see the Bitcoin dominance. So Bitcoin, yeah, it's going down. Bitcoin is going down, and in the macro picture, things are going down. But when the Bitcoin dominance goes down, alts start to fly. And we saw this back in 2017 when Bitcoin was finishing up and was ranging sideways a bit and was just going up, down, up, down, up, down, and was taking like just pulling investors back and forth. We saw something interesting in the altcoin market, and we saw them blasting off into space. And it's during these times when Bitcoin is ranging, when people take their money out of Bitcoin and they stick it into alts because that's what will give them the most gains while Bitcoin isn't doing a damn thing. So we can even do like Elliott waves, like something like this. Okay, and in this process, we see alts flying. So let's start with Shib, because I know you guys requested that. So we'll start with Shib. We'll start with a chart that has some good. Okay, so this is Shib. So we had this downtrend right here, right? You had your A, B, and your C. Okay, and your C leg. Let's see where it reached out to. Now your C leg, it reached out to the 100% Fibonacci. And usually C legs do that, so it reached out to a perfect extension. Okay, we can call this 100%. Okay, now we're starting something interesting here. Okay, let's go down to, so this is a weekly chart. This is all of Shib. Let's go down to the daily chart and see what's going on here. Okay. This is almost like a WXY pattern. W, X, Y. Okay. You had your A, B, C. And then you kind of had your A, B, C. And then your A, B, C. And then what did we do after? We did some retracement. So now we're below the 50%. No, sorry, we actually touched the 618 here. So that's a good sign, actually. So we found support on the 618 for Shib. You see? So we found support on the 618. Okay. You had your A, B, C down. And where did your C leg go to? Around that 100% area. Okay. Now we're starting something interesting here. Go on the daily chart, just so you can get a better view. Put your B leg here. A. Okay. Now here's what I'm thinking though. This can be an extended, okay. Okay, so something like that. So it looks like there's accumulation here. So we went down, we found support on the 618 retracement, and now we're kind of accumulating. Like this was an accumulation zone right here. So I'll show you. This is kind of an accumulation zone right here. Okay, so we did our ABC down here. You did your ABC. Finding support on the 786. And you're kind of chilling in here. And this is what it looks like. A, B, C, D, E. And then we blast off out of here. Okay? So that's the bull case. That's the bull case. So where do we think this could reach? Let's find out. Okay, let's take our Fib retracement, or our Fibonacci tool. We go from the last high to the bottom. Let me see what's going on here. What does our 618 take us to? Okay, so those are our target zones. Okay, those are our target zones, and you know that you know that this is an accumulation zone because if you place a trend line here, we have a trend line going all the way back to June. Okay, we go on the weekly. You can even see that. Yeah, okay. Heavy, heavy, heavy accumulation on Shib. Okay, so if we bought down here, if we buy down here, let's see how much percentage gain that would be. That's 11. That's an 11% gain. Or if we go from here, it's a 56% gain. So definitely keep your eye on Shib. Put some money in it. Definitely. We can even do something like this. Okay, something like that. And we see we're in all the way back from August. We're in this zone now. We corrected heavily, but now we've come to a point of decision. Okay, so Shib either needs to decide, is it going to go down like this, or is it going to go up like this? I'm betting on up because of alt season, I feel like has started. So if we take a fib from here, let me delete this. If we take a fib from here, our 618, let me give you some levels here. Okay, those are your levels, and I'll label them for you. Okay, and so these are your levels for Shib, okay? Don't bank on this target right here, because this target may not happen. And if you bank on it, then you could potentially lose your money, because it may not happen. I would more so bank on this 618 region right here. Let's see how much percentage of gain that would be if you bought right now. About a 30% gain. Okay. For a safe exit, that would be 30%. For an even safer exit, 21%. Okay. Now you can even look at it this way as well. This is a descending triangle, which is bullish. And usually with descending triangles, if you take a measurement from here, okay, and we clone it comes out to about right there. So this is actually, this would be more plausible because we see that it's heavy accumulation into this, and now we've come to a decision point. Okay, we've come to a decision point. Let me just be a little more accurate here. Clone that. If it were to break out, this would be your target, and that is a 77 to 80% gain. Okay. Now let's place a fib. Takes us out to around this 1.2. We can even, okay, here. Yeah, so you're looking at huge gains on Shib. Okay, so around 80% to maybe 129% at that golden ratio region. Okay, I would take profit around 25, around 25 to 50%. I would start taking profits. Don't always bank on the moonshot because it may never happen. But this is what the charts show. It shows an 80% move or 130% move for a more calculated way at the golden ratio. So you have your 80% move, your 129% move, and you also have your around 20% move here. If we go from current prices, okay, or your, so that's if it hits the 50%. This is if it hits the 1.272, which is the same measurement of this accumulation. This is if it hits the 0.618, which I think it'll reach, no doubt. Okay. So these are your profit zones. So definitely take heavy profits around 20 to 30% ROI, and then leave some aside for these money shots right here, 88%, 135%. Okay, so that's Shib for you. Let's take a look at EOS because my mom is in EOS, or she's thinking of getting in at least. Okay, EOS. Let's see what's going on here. EOS, it looks really, really, really bullish. Okay, so we had our correction. Okay, we had our correction. We're finding support on the 618, so same as Shib. Okay. Or this could be a W, X, Y. Okay, and W, X, Y. And then let's do some Fibonacci. Let's do some Elliott waves in Fibonacci here. You have one, two, three, four. Your four would be here. It's a deep wave. Usually when you have long wave fours, it's because you had a sharp wave two, which we had right here. Now the question is if this wave four goes any deeper, okay, this whole formation would be invalid because our wave four can't cross into the one. Okay, so where can our wave five go? We can do some calculations. Okay. Okay, so we have an extended wave five. Usually in crypto, you do get extended wave fives because we're in a very over-leveraged market. Excuse me. So this is the 1.618. Okay, takes you to 445. And if we do a Fibonacci from our macro point of view, coincidentally, it reaches us into the 618 zone. Not coincidental, it's just Fibonacci and TA. Reaches us into the zone right here. Okay, so in this zone, you want to be taking, I'd say, 95% profits. Okay, So from 445 to $5, start taking 95 to 90 to 95% profits. If you want to be more safe, you can take profits halfway. Maybe here. If you were to buy now, 100% easy, or 300%, or even 350%. Okay? Be conservative. Take profits earlier, because you never know. But this is what it is, EOS. Let's take a look at Quant. Now, Quant is extremely bullish. I'm actually all in on Quant. Like, I wouldn't say all in, but most of my bag is in Quant. And I'll tell you why. So if we take a look at Quant, you can see there's some massive accumulation here, all the way since June. Okay? If we place waves, let's place some waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then where does our fifth wave take us? You can find that out. 1 to 4. This would be our 1.618. And since we're in such a highly over-leveraged market, I think it could reach our 2.618 too. So those are your targets for Quant. So I think it has a high probability of reaching this upper target of $318 at our 2.618. Okay, and then that would be, if you do a macro Fibonacci here, that's around our 786 region. Okay. So very bullish on Quant. If we do a Fibonacci another way, from here to here, and down to here, our 1.618 would take us here at our at 616. So that's a 6x. So if you were to buy now, that would be 35, 36%, or sorry, 40%, 125%, and 330%. Okay, so that's your Quant. Okay, let's do some Matic. This is your Matic. Very bullish actually on Matic. This looks bullish. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then where does our wave 5 go? Our wave 5 takes us to here. Okay. .618. Or if we do fibs another way, we can go from the bottom of wave 1 to here to the bottom of wave 4. The 1.618 would be here. If we do our macro picture, .618 macro. Okay, so those are your target zones. So $1. So if you were to buy now, 50%, 80%, and for the money shot, 152%. Okay, so you can make some Matic. You can make some money on Matic. I know my mom requested another coin here. Let's do XRP. Take a look at XRP. Honestly, I hate this coin. Like it's such a bullshit ass coin. But okay, let's do XRP. Now, if we do the macro picture on XRP, we could look at it like this. Okay, W, X, Y, X, Z. Put our W there, our X here, and our Y here. Okay, we could look at it like that. The question is, how far up does our X wave go? Okay, we can find that out. Let's take a Fibonacci here, down to here. I'd say no doubt we reach 60 cents, 58 to 60 cents, 0.618. Okay, 0.66, 0.66. This is the golden pocket area. Okay, something like that. If we look at it another way, so 61 cents, and then we're due for a retracement. But we can look at it another way as well. We can do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. We had a 4 because we had a kind of a long and drawn out wave 2. Okay, and where does our wave 4 take us? Sorry, our wave 5. We'll find out. $0.63 at the 618. And $1.20 at the 1.618. Okay, so this would be your 618.618, and this would be your 1.618. Huge gains can be made on XRP. Okay, let's see how much percentage that would be. 20% and 140%. Good, nice. We can also do it like this too. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then where does our wave 5 take us? This would be our 2.618, our 3.618, and our 4.236. Okay, so something like that. I think it's very possible you reach this 4.236 here, 26 cents. But those are your targets for XRP. You can even do fibs this way. Look at XRP. It's like that's why I think it's just very hard to work with XRP, especially because of the lawsuit. There's so many factors in play. But those are your targets for XRP. I would say if you want to be conservative, sell most of your stuff at around these levels here. 60 cents, 70 cents, 76 cents. And then leave some aside for these money shots. $1.08, $1.20. You never know. What if we win the lawsuit and we start our bull run and we go up, up and away, you know? We do something like that. Definitely take heavy profits on the way up to these levels. Heavy, heavy, heavy profits, okay? What other coin do we do? Okay. Let's do FTM, because I know my mom requested that coin. FTM. Let's do some Phantom. This could potentially be a double bottom scenario here. Really, it looks like Bitcoin, to be honest, if I'm being honest. Yeah, this looks like Bitcoin. If we overlay Bitcoin, BTC, USD, you see how similar that looks? It looks extremely similar to Bitcoin. Okay. So now this is your double bottom scenario. Where could we reach? It's actually a really good buying opportunity for FTM. Really good buying opportunity. Because you have some good upside here, because you're buying at the bottom, if this is the bottom. .5. If you really want to get crazy, go for the moonshot. That would be your target. Okay. So definitely bank on these targets. Take heavy, heavy, heavy profits, and then leave some aside for these upper targets here. $1.236 and your 1.3882. So take heavy profits here. If you were to buy now, you're looking at 24%, 25%, 36%, and 47%. Bank on these targets before you worry about these targets, okay? If you want to go for the money shot, we're looking at 189%, or 120, or 145, okay? But definitely take your profits at these levels, most of all of them, okay? Definitely take heavy profits here, 25% ROI, 30%, and 45%, okay? You need to take profits. What other coin should we do? Let's do XDC. Okay, so this is XDC. XDC is kind of hard to look at, to be honest. Okay, A, B, C, something like that. You have your 100% and your 1.236 and your 1.618. So that's for your ABC targets, here, here, and here. Or it could be something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And looks like we're in our third wave. Looks like we're in our third wave here. So where can our third wave go? Okay, so our third wave could hit this 1.618. And then where would our fourth wave go? We can find that out. XDC, I'm seeing huge things for XDC. Huge gains. Could possibly hit our 0.382 or our 0.236. Something like that. Huge things for XDC potentially. Okay. Now, what if our fourth wave went something like this? Let's say our fourth wave went here. Then what would it be? We're looking at even higher. We're looking at something like this possibly. Just trying to find targets for you for XDC. Huge targets for XDC. Okay, huge. So if you were to buy now, we have multiple targets. And the reason we have multiple targets is because we're still in our wave 3. 80%, 136%, 168%, 242%, and 542%. Okay, so that's XDC for you. Let's take a look at King Daddy, Bitcoin. This is what I see playing out in Bitcoin right now. We have a right angle broadening wedge pattern. Okay. Now, yeah, we're going down. We're going down into a bear market for Bitcoin. My target is 12,530. If you're in my Telegram, you'll know why. Now, you see, like on our way down here, we range a lot. You see, A, B, C, D, E, we range. Now it's during this moment in time where alts take off. So it's just this ranging pattern. During this ranging pattern, your alts will take off, okay? Okay. So that's it. That's it, guys. Let me see if there's any other coins that you guys requested before I go. Zap. Let's take a look at Zap. Okay, so this is Zap. Zap's looking pretty good, to be honest. Okay, you had your huge correction. Here, A, B, C. Okay, and now it looks like we're starting our waves up. Yeah, Zap is looking bullish, I have to say. Okay. Let's go on the 4 hour, see what's going on here. It's almost as if you're creating this kind of cup pattern. Okay. Okay. Okay, wave 1. Large wave 3. Long wave 4. And then you can start your wave 5. 1, 2. Let me just make this easier on your eyes here. Here. Short wave 2. And then your huge wave 3. And your wave 4. And then where do we go for our wave 5? We can find that out. Using our trend-based fib. Just making sure everything lines up here. This would be a good target, a good conservative target. Okay. Okay. Or we can do some crazy shit and go even here. 1.618. Because if you look at it, although this was a huge dump, okay? Although this was a huge dump, there were still people accumulating. You know, like, okay, hold on. Let's just take a look. There were still people accumulating because we still held this trend line. And that's a multi-year trend line. Insane. So I do think there are some big moves coming for Zap. I really do. We can even, okay, so let's go back to this 1-day chart, this daily chart, and then place fibs another way. Because I don't want to give you just one perspective, 0 to 1 and up to 4. Okay, so 0 to 1 and up to wave 4. 4.236. It's crazy because this lines up with our 3.618 here. Okay, horizontal ray. 4.236. Okay. Something like that. Very conservative. Okay. Or we can look at it completely different and think maybe we're not in a bull run for Zap. And we're just in like a bear bounce. Okay. Okay, so that in itself is bullish. That we are now above this trend line and we're finding support above it. That in itself is very bullish. Okay. 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 Let's go to the weekly chart here. Okay. Those are your targets for Zap. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. We're looking extremely bullish for Zap, like really bullish. Okay. That's my personal opinion only, not financial advice. But those are your targets. Take heavy profits at these levels, please, because with a coin like this, you just never know. 618, 4.236. Okay. So let me see here. So screenshot, pause the video and screenshot these targets, so you know when to sell. Okay. Don't expect anything above this all-time high. You know what? Leave some of your bag aside for it. Leave some of your bag aside. I mean, we could do something above the all-time high. Yeah, crazy targets. Crazy. But yeah, leave some aside if we go berserk and go crazy. But these are your targets you're going to be wanting to take massive profits on. Because I know a lot of people have been burnt in Zap for not taking profits. Not just the people I know, but the people in Discord and on Twitter, in the Twitter spaces I'm in. But yeah, screenshot the video and take a picture of these targets and take massive, massive, massive profits on all of these targets here. But yeah, that's it. That's it, guys. And thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Peace out, and have a good one.